it's time to get in the kitchen and make some cozy desserts for the family. Dina's in the kitchen, Mart Cook Set, with the folks from Littlefield Farms, learning some recipes using farm fresh pumpkins.
That's right. Someone's in the kitchen with Dina. All right, we got Chelsea Chambers here from Littlefield Farms out in Loomis. They are open for the season every day, 10 to 5?
Yes. 10
okay.
to 5.
They've got a pumpkin patch, a corn maze, the pumpkin launcher, all the things. So I said, bring the pumpkins and let's make something out of it.
Yes.
So now we're going to make our desserts. What do you have for us?
Yes, so we've got plenty of pumpkins on the farm, so please stop by and pick up one and start baking today. So the first process that you want to do is roast your pumpkin. So I know this sounds intimidating. It is a little bit of a process, but it is fairly easy. So what I do is just cut the pumpkin in half, and then you scoop out the seeds like you were able to see earlier on, and then you roast it again for another 400 degrees, 30 to 45 minutes. You kind of want to feel the touch. It's kind of soft to the touch.
Okay.
And then what I do is just scoop it with a spoon. You can take a blender, or you can take a pastry blender and then puree it. And these, you get a lot of puree.
Yes.
So you can freeze it, but like this recipe that we're gonna move into, it only takes 3/4 of a cup. So you do have a lot
left over.
A lot left
for my
over.
little baby who's starting to eat solids.
Yes,
I'll take that.
And pumpkin by itself is really good. If you just, I put a little bit of olive oil on it, and then if you're using it for a savory dish, you can add any type of seasoning that you want to.
Okay.
So it's good for the little ones as well. Very healthy.
All right, so you're
too.
going to make us some scones.
Yes, so we have all of our dry ingredients. This is all-purpose flour, baking powder. Scones are really easy. They don't really require any too much of like mixing. You can mix this all by hand.
Okay, what are you putting in?
So we have salt, we had pumpkin pie spice, cinnamon, and baking powder.
Okay.
So you combine all your wet ingredients. Oh, we forgot the sweet sugar. You combine all your dry ingredients.
Yep.
And you mix it together.
And I see this giant bowl of butter cubes.
Oh yes.
We're putting all those in?
Oh, absolutely.
Everyone.
That's the good
Do you know my
stuff.
daughter eats them just whole?
Oh really?
That can't be good for
Oh
you.
my goodness, no. My my cousin used to, my aunt, she would put it on the dinner table, and she would come at night and you'd see teeth marks in the butter. She'd eat it. Yeah, I know.
Not for consumption that way, kiddos.
No.
Okay.
But this butter for scones, you do want them cold and cubed. So you'll throw that in there.
Okay.
We're getting a little tight in our bowl, but let's
We
put
get
that
the
out there.
idea though.
Yeah.
And then you would mix in all the wet once this is blended properly together.
So scones you want to do with your pastry blender, or you can put, thank you Dina, or you can actually put it in a blender, but you want to start, gotta use a little muscle, but you want to get it into pea size.
Good to know.
Because the butter incorporates, makes that crumbliness of the scones.
Okay.
And then you take all your wet ingredients. We have 3/4 cups of pumpkin puree, 1/3 of a cup of your milk, and then I added a teaspoon of vanilla.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so then you add your wet into your dry.
Yeah. This bowl's like, I'm full.
I know, it's so
full.
overloaded. But once you have that all mixed together.
Yes, ma'am.
And then it will come, form together.
Yes.
It's like I said, it's a little bit tight in here.
And then you can make them into the little pyramid shapes that you did, or just kind of into circles, right?
Yeah, so today you can put it into an 8-inch circle.
Okay.
And then you cut them in triangles.
Got it.
The most important part about scones is that you do want to put them in the freezer for about 15 minutes because you want it to go into the oven super cold. That's what gets the crumbliness of your scones.
Okay.
Yeah, so cold everything is the key.
Okay.
So once you pop those out of the freezer, brush a little bit of milk. Those go in 425, hot and fast is what scones are, for about 10 to 12
So
minutes.
temperamental. They have to go from cold to hot and fast. Man.
Baking is very, very precise. So a lot of people are intimidated because they do one step wrong and then it all goes wrong.
This is why I don't do it and I bring you in.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, you also made pumpkin cookies, so can I try one of these?
Yes, absolutely. These are pumpkin snickerdoodle, which also has our homemade puree, but pumpkin puree is very versatile. You can put them in pumpkin chocolate chips, pumpkin bread, pumpkin muffins. You can go crazy with pumpkins. And like I said, you do get a lot from one individual pumpkin.
Those are delicious.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Oh my god. I definitely am going to take the whole thing with me.
Very fitting for dessert day, right?
Yes, very. All right, Chelsea, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Littlefield
Dina.
Farms, remind everyone where you're located.
We are located at 9000 Horseshoe Bar Road in Loomis, just 6 miles off of the 80 exit, and we're open every day from 10 to 5, rain or shine.
I love it. Okay, enjoy dessert day. I'm going to enjoy this. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for
And
having
we'll
us.
be back, but oh my goodness, I'm in heaven. Happy fall, y'all.
Happy fall.
We'll be right back.
They're so good.
Okay, good. They're good. Much better than the scones, like I said. But yeah, please feel free to take more. Yeah.
Now try it.